Hi everyone, and welcome to Art Inbound. I'm Joanne Pollock, and I am delighted actually to be here this afternoon and be face to face with a young man in the city of Guelph, Sam Zajdlik, who is the owner of Bite Catering. This is our first opportunity to actually film in person. So Sam, thank you very much for joining me this afternoon.
It's an honor to be one of the first in-person ones. It's
right on,
very
right
exciting.
on.
Yeah.
We are in your kitchen at Bite Catering.
We are.
On Garibaldi Street in Guelph. And so I wanted to coin this interview, The Art of a Young Entrepreneur.
Sounds
which
good
is
to me.
which is who you are.
Yeah.
So you're Guelph born and raised, and this is your dream, Sam. This is a dream that you've managed to bring to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
So, who has influenced you in your dream, and how do you express your creativity in the kitchen?
My parents, of course, are huge influencers. I grew up in an Italian kitchen where my mom was cooking from scratch all the time. I don't think we got pizza like maybe once a month. For the most part, it was all from scratch on a daily basis. So we were just always a big part of that. The kitchen was the center of the home, the focal point. Everybody gathered there. We had people over, and I think that just stuck with me. That's something that I've always wanted for myself. And doing this professionally for a living, it always brings me closer to people. Always brings me back.
Food and people.
Yeah.
Your philosophy with Bite Catering is that it's an eco-friendly operation.
Mm-hmm.
How do you define your version of eco-friendly?
Oh, it's obsessive to a certain point. We kind of just think of everything here. We don't want to waste anything, so everything has a purpose. Some of the more obvious ones that I think have been adopted on numerous occasions are, veg trimmings we always keep and we make vegetable stock out of it, and that goes into something else. Bones from the chicken and other animals that we use, even trimming from larger cuts of beef, it all goes into different stocks. We even have some cool and unique ones that I don't think a lot of people do, certainly not a lot of restaurants. And that is, I'll give you an example, water. Often, you turn the tap on and you're waiting for the water to get hot. We calculated how much water you waste doing that. Mm-hmm. For us, it's about 18 to 20 liters a day.
Wow.
We save that. So we fill up buckets as we need to heat up water throughout the day. And then we just, we get a little stack of buckets, and then that gets used in our stocks. Anytime we cook large batches of potatoes or pasta or anything, we use that water. Everything gets used.
Can you talk a little bit about some of the ways that you've given back to the community?
Yeah, we used to do a lot of work with Hope House over the years.
So for people that don't know perhaps what Hope House is, what is Hope House?
Yeah, they're a nonprofit born out of Lakeside. They're located in downtown Guelph on Cork Street. And they help with food insecurity. And their mission statement is more or less to enable people to develop the skills to have food security and clothing security and all those things. We did a number of events with them, and we got so excited by the events over the years that I eventually joined the chair for one of their big events called Hope in the Street. We built the event up to a pretty cool little event in downtown Guelph in the streets. 5,000 people, I think, showed up.
Awesome.
In that year, and we raised a good amount of money for Hope House. We used to donate food to the drop-in center all the time. We were there 2 or 3 times a week, and it was great. We would pull the Bite, we called it the Bite Mobile. We'd pull the Bite Mobile in the back, and then we have all these bread racks full of food. We'd lug them in. As soon as we open the back door, people would say, "Oh no, the Bites are here!" And then we had sat down all the food on a counter, and the bread racks would disassemble, and then they just start unloading the food, and they would lay it all out, and more or less it would get eaten, as we were leaving the building.
We have something sitting in front of us here, Sam.
Yeah, we do. I'm surprised there's still 9 left. But.
Can you please share with our audience why these are important to Bite Catering?
Yeah, butter tart. I think it really embodies what what we try to do here, and that is like we're not making super fancy foods. We do 3 to 5 courses when people ask for it, but for the most part, we're making simple food. Simple food that is approachable, that everybody likes. We just try to do it really, really well.
Of course, we are now re-emerging from the pandemic, hopefully. And what are your thoughts about moving your business forward as we move out of COVID and into better times?
Well, it's exciting. The pandemic has forced us to maneuver and adapt and play a little dance. We've done that. We didn't really flinch, and we did it with excitement. It's like, okay, well, what can we do to have fun here? And believe it or not, what we've done has kind of shaped our future. I think moving forward, it's going to be a hybrid of what we're doing and what we've done in the past. And I mean, that wouldn't have happened without the situation that we're in. It forces you to think on your feet, and new and exciting things happen all the time when you're forced to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Sam, for sharing
It's
a
a
bit
pleasure.
of bike catering today. I think we're going to hang around, and I think we're going to eat a butter tart
All
or two.
9 butter tarts.
Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, thank you very much, Sam,
Yeah.
and I wish you every success in the world.
Thank you, Joanne.